Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1935 Underwood No.6 vintage desktop typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight, and you can slide that from side to side. I like to line it up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the page. And this is the paper bell that sits on top. It's got two rollers that are also adjustable from side to side. Margins are located up front here. This is your right margin. And this is your left margin. So I'm just going to set it about the length of a page. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch once. It skips 2, one more. It skips 3. We're going to keep it on single and finish typing. And I was actually able to type all the keys on one line except for that last one, because this has Elite typeface, which prints 12 characters per inch. So it's a bit smaller than the Pico, which is 10. I'm going to type a sentence on this next line. Excellent typing machine. One of the most impressive functionality typing machines I've used in a long time, which is saying a lot because I do this every day. But this one is just super easy to type on, very sturdy and reliable. They don't make them like this anymore in this model. The 3, 4, 5, and 6 dominated the market for over 30 years. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. Push it down, it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back up before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the right. To clear that, just hit the left shift button. Backspace on the top left, that works good. Tab on the top section. Right now we have a couple set, one right there and one towards the end. To clear the tab that is already set, this left green button will clear it once you get to it, and now it'll go all the way to the end. So I like to have one in the middle, so that way when that tab button gets hit, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear. And you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. On the top right, there is a color selector switch. Right now we have it all the way to the right, which prints the top portion of the ribbon. Right now we have a solid black ribbon, but as you can see, the vibrator doesn't go up as high as when you have it all the way to the left. And that would print the bottom portion of the ribbon. If you have a black and red ribbon, the red would be on the bottom, and that would print the bottom portion. If you have it in the middle, the vibrator doesn't go up at all, and that's called a stencil. So you can just print stencil on the paper. Actually, it doesn't print anything, it just makes a stencil on paper, and they used to use that for copying so you don't waste any ink. We're going to keep that to the right, so it just prints the top portion for now. And let's see what we have here. This little lever here, I don't think it gets used much, but it's the right margin release. So you get to this, it stops at this margin, but if you push this down, I don't know if you can see that. So you get to the margin, and then if you push that lever down with my pointer finger, you can get past that and go all the way to the end. It's a pretty cool function. Carriage release on each side. Very smooth. And these are your tabs. You can set them manually if you want, and just push them up or down. To set it, you got to push it down. I'm just going to leave those the way they are for now. And this lever here, if you push it up, it'll disable the spacing when you turn the knob. Push it down, get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space, and the same concept if you pull out this little lever, it'll disable the spacing. You push it in, get those clicks, and that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.